How are you?
Good, KB. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. So Higgins is clearly one of the best characters, and it is just so good to
Clearly.
clearly, and it's so good to see him kind of find his voice and new dynamic by the end of season one with
Yeah.
Rebecca. So, what can we expect, from the evolution of Higgins' relationship with Rebecca and the shift from kind of employee to friend during season two?
Well, he settles into a managerial kind of role and gets to make some quite big decisions, like bringing Dr. Sharon, the sports therapist, and Rebecca sort of runs with it. In this season, Rebecca is a little bit more about Rebecca's personal life that she's more involved with. Obviously, the team. She's more on board with making the team a winning success. But Higgins is part of a kind of triad now of the brass, with Keeley. And so he's got two hats really. He does some he has the overview and managerial stuff with those guys, and also the Diamond Dogs, which is more of a kind of personal stuff. Guys trying to help each other out with issues they're dealing with, and sometimes putting their foot in it as well. It is a different dynamic. I think one of the things about season two is that they've shifted some of the pairings of characters, and it just enlivens it. Keeps it fresh. So I think that's a really exciting element about the show.
Yes, and I'm so glad you mentioned that because we do get to see a little bit of shift when it comes to the Diamond Dogs. And clearly, Higgins joins the cave and he's spending a lot more time with Nate. But, Higgins is wise when it comes to the Diamond Dogs. He gives a lot of good gems. So, what is your
Yeah.
favorite piece of advice that Higgins has ever doled out to a character on the show?
Well, there are a couple in season two. It's a very good question. I think really the one where he says, if you're with the right person, even the tough times are easy. Yeah, I think that's the best one.
Yes, absolutely. And we see that Higgins has the right one, right? So I actually love seeing glimpses into Higgins' personal life and his home life with his family. I think that dynamic is so good. And quite frankly, I need to see more of his priest son. So will we get to see more of Higgins and his home life in season two?
You, without giving too much away, yet you get to be in the Higgins house on a very, very special episode, and you see a little bit more. Yeah, yeah. So yes, and it's great fun for me because you may know that the actor who plays my wife is my wife. That's just amazing to do. We have worked a little bit together before, but this is great.
Yes, and I love seeing you two on screen. I can only imagine how it is at home, but I'm so excited for this Higgins-centric episode. I can't wait to see that, and I hope that he brings the tiny beard back for that episode.
Ah, well, ooh.
Just maybe. Well, thank you
Yeah.
so much for chatting with the Beat. Can't wait for everyone to see season two.
Thank you, KB.